What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. James here from ShockerRacing Garage. And today we're going to go over some details about our Gladiator wrap. I've been getting a lot of questions about how well this neon color has held up and lasted over the last 2 years. But first, what I want to get into is the Bronco orders. A lot of people have been asking if there's been any updates on the Bronco ordering. And I want to kind of give you guys a little hint as to what we did to get one of the orders built sooner. For those of you that did not see our last Bronco update, we are in what we have been calling Bronco Hardtop Hell. For our personal Bronco order, our order was scheduled to be built in August. We had a VIN number assigned, and right at about the same week that ours was supposed to get built is when Bronco announced their whole hardtop debacle issue with them coming apart and kind of recalling them and stopping production. And so we are in hardtop hell, stuck because we can no longer make any changes to our Bronco order because it already had a VIN assigned, so you're not allowed to make changes. Now, since that video and since the middle of August when they announced that, we've had no communications with us from Ford as to whether or not ours is going to get built this year, whether it's any updates, any kind of timeline, nothing. Now, for those of you that saw our previous video about the Bronco, you also know that we have a second one on order that we put in the system as a reservation for my dad. We locked in his order at the exact same time as ours, but he had loaded it up with even more options. We had specifically ordered our Bronco with limited options in hopes of limiting any delays and getting our Bronco faster. My dad chose to load his up and order his exactly the way he wanted it, as a rapid red Badlands with a painted hard top and all sorts of extra goodies. Now, his order had not been locked, so he had not been assigned a VIN number. And what we decided to do in order to hopefully get his sooner, since we have no idea what's going on with our Bronco, we called up our dealer and they confirmed that switching to the soft top would speed things along. So that is what we did. We changed his Badlands Bronco order to a soft top, and then we also dropped the towing package. So that's all we changed. We took the hard top off, added the soft top, and switched to the tow package. We did that last Monday, and that was the last week of August. And by that Thursday, we got a scheduled for production update saying that ours is scheduled to go into production September 20th. Just like that, boom, change the soft top, drop off the tow package, and all of a sudden we got a production date. Again, the September 20th is when the week that ours is supposed to start being built. So hopefully it'll just be a couple of weeks after that we will receive our Bronco. Fortunately, we had to take a soft top, which we really have no interest in these soft tops. But we decided to jump on it in hopes to get it sooner so we can start bringing you guys some actual real Bronco content, build, updating, doing some cool tech tips and things like that with the Bronco. We should hopefully be having that in the next month here and should be able to start bringing you some real Bronco content. We decided to take the risk, switch his order over to the soft top. I've never been a soft top fan. I'm just hoping we don't completely hate it. We've never had the soft tops on any of our Jeeps, and it's just not our thing. I prefer the look of the hard top. I like that it's actually a solid hard top that I can just as easily remove with my hard top hoists, lift them up and off. And it's really no big deal for me to pull the hard tops. So we're really hoping the guys over at ADV Fiberglass come through with some hard top options, because we've been talking to them and they've been kind of hinting at the idea of making some different versions of the hard top for the Bronco. And we're hoping that they get going on that soon and that becomes an option very soon so that we can switch ours over, pull the soft top, probably sell it, ditch it, and put one of their hard tops on our Bronco. All right, so now that we got that Bronco nonsense out of the way, back over to the Neon Gladiator. We have had this wrap on. You probably remember we did this wrap 2 years ago in September. It's currently September again. So exactly 2 years since we did this wrap with our friend James. When we first released that we did the neon yellow wrap from 3M, a lot of people said, good luck with that. The neon colors fade fast. It's not gonna last long. You're gonna hate it. Well, here we are 2 years later, and I'm gonna say overall, it looks still pretty damn good. I really can't complain for 2 years of use and abuse. We've off-roaded this thing. We've shown it off at shows. We've done photo shoots. We've let models, we've let kids climb all over this thing and really just use it as a giant Tonka toy. But I know there's a lot of people out there that have never worked with vinyl wraps. They've never wrapped a vehicle, so they don't know what it's like to, you know, live with it day to day and drive it and deal with issues, you know, cosmetic defects that happen over time. Now, mainly considering that this was our first time ever wrapping a vehicle, like a full wrap. We've done racing stripes, but never done a full wrap. It has held up phenomenally. I mean, nothing has peeled back, nothing's peeled off. We've had no actual like install issues. It's all just been use and abuse over time. Really just nicks, chips, things like that. And what I wanted to kind of show off, and I'm hoping that it will show today, because it's kind of hard to even see with your eye, but if you look at down the vehicle, the sides, the doors, those things, the color, I mean, if you can kind of see on those doors there, the color is really bright and vibrant still. But if you can kind of compare, hopefully you can see it in the video, the top of the hood here, has kind of faded more to a kind of a more pale yellow, almost starting to turn white in comparison to like those doors, which are super bright, vibrant yellow. And again, I hope this camera can pick that up. And that's really the biggest issue area, is this hood and kind of these cowl curves here where we had to really stretch the vinyl. And what it does is it kind of thins the color, I believe. And with the sun beating down on it directly from direct sunlight, it has faded the neon color faster than most vinyls will. Again, I knew 3M, you know, 3M stated from the time I ordered it that, you know, they just want to make sure people are aware that the neon colors are going to fade faster than a regular wrap. Obviously the chromes are the worst, but the neons are faster than the regular wrap color. Now, as far as abuse and actual damage, probably the worst spots for us with this Gladiator have been along the lower, like below the door sills here. Getting in and out with a 4.5-inch lift and 40-inch tires, this thing sits pretty high. So people getting in and out all the time, you tend to drag your feet across here, kind of scrape your feet. And besides leaving like shoe marks and scuffs, it's also kind of nicked up the vinyl there. And that'll be an easy one. I just need to take some time probably this winter and kind of just start replacing some pieces, which is the benefit of having done this myself or with a friend. We can take some time during the winter when we don't really drive it as much and kind of fix up some of these pieces and panels. But again, the lower below the doors seem to have taken the worst abuse over the 2 years of driving this thing. And if you look closely, you'll see things that we didn't get perfect because, again, we're not professional wrappers. We did this ourselves and it was our first time. So, you know, you can see down in these cracks here and things like that, that the wrap wasn't done exactly perfect. But again, I saved myself probably $2,000, $2,500 paying somebody else to do it. And honestly, most of the time, even at shows and stuff, I haven't had a whole lot of people point it out because it's just the vehicle's so striking and in your face. Like, look at the yellow, look how big and cool it looks. And you know, if you want to nitpick it, yeah, it's not perfect, but I did it. I installed it, and I kind of take pride in that. If you start going around the truck and looking for damages and nicks and things like that, you'll start finding stuff. We've got a little burn mark here in the side of the bed. That's from when we did our photo shoot with Lex and Nick Manchin Photography. And we used one of those smoke bomb things. And she was actually like about 100 yards away when she pulled the pin on the smoke bomb, and it actually shot, boom, and hit the truck right in the side of the bed and actually put a little burn scuff mark in the vinyl. Right here we've got a little nick in the vinyl from one of the times when we were taking the hardtop off. Actually, that happened at Tuner Galleria when we were doing the car show and had it entered in the show, and we were lifting the hardtop off. I think whoever was helping me kind of nicked that there, but you know, it is what it is. It's vinyl, you know things are gonna happen to it, right? I actually got a little nick here in the tailgate. I have no idea how that happened. It was there when I got back from Badlands from our last off-roading trip. And I'm not sure how I get a nick in the tailgate when you're off-roading. I don't know, it's mind-boggling. Got another little nick here, you know, just little rock chips and nicks. Things that happen over time. You know, you got a vinyl wrap. You can look at it two ways. Yeah, it sucks because I got little nicks, but also those are probably things that would have nicked my paint or damaged the paint underneath. So I tend to choose to look at it as it's protecting my paint. So whenever I do pull this off, hopefully the paint will be in much better shape than it would have been without the wrap. So that's just about gonna wrap things up here for our video about our Bronco update and the Gladiator wrap kind of walk around after 2 years. I've been super happy with it. I could not have been happier with our color choice and the way that it's turned out and the reaction that we get everywhere we go with this thing. It's just this whole build has turned out like the way I envisioned it in my head over 2 years ago when I was waiting for this thing to show up and come in, and really makes me happy to see how people react to it at shows and just on the street and parking lots, driving down the road. I'm looking forward to kind of peeling off some of this wrap, redoing it, although I really don't want to have to do this hood again, but I think it's gonna have to get done this winter. And I'll just take my time, strip it down, peel it off this winter. We'll redo it and lay it out, and I'll probably have to get some new hood decals again and get some more red pinstriping. My only other issue is right now it's really hard to get these neon colors. So I've been trying to get it from my supplier and they keep telling me they're not sure when it's coming back in stock. So I'm just gonna keep watching from now until winter and hopefully get another roll of it. I know I've got some excess. I just don't know if I have enough to do the whole hood again. So stay tuned. We'll probably show you some video if we do peel it off. You know, make sure you're following us on our Instagram at ShockerRacing Garage, because I'm sure I'll show some reels and stuff when we start ripping off the vinyl and see how that goes. And for now, if you have any other questions about our vinyl, about the wrap, about you know how we did it or what we've done, drop those questions in the comments below. And again, if you have any questions about the Bronco stuff, about you know what we did or how we went about changing our order to get that Bronco sooner. If you have not already, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. We'll see you soon.